Liberty Nation. Truth is making a comeback.
Hi, Lisa Donner here for LibertyNation.com, and with me today for our weekly roundtable is my better half, our political columnist Tim Donner, legal affairs editor Scott D. Cosenza, and our national columnist Sarah Cowgill. Welcome, everyone. Well, we've all heard a lot about Maxine Waters this week, and I know, Sarah, she's one of your favorite people. So let's discuss what's going on with the political incivility in our political discourse.
I think Maxine Waters just sort of summed it up for the world when she has called on people to form a crowd whenever they see a Trump supporter, a Trump cabinet member, or Trump staffer, and push back on these people. And I've followed politics for 40 years. I've never seen anything like this. And you know, it's gotten to the point where she is rallying people and attempting to incite some sort of violence. And I've never seen this. I don't even know where to go with this.
Well, I would say that what Maxine Waters is doing foundationally is not very different than what the Brownshirts did in Nazi Germany to Jews in the run-up to World War II and the Holocaust, which was to identify people who they didn't approve of, target them, and then threaten them. That's exactly what Maxine Waters is inciting here. And the irony is that they call President Trump and his supporters fascists, and yet what they're doing is using clearly historically fascistic tactics to try and shut down conversation. The only difference is that they don't have the power that the Nazis did in Germany, and it's the frustration that they feel at not having power that they feel they deserve that has caused them to lose any sense of balance.
All right, Scott, now those are strong words. You think we're dealing with a fascistic left?
I'm surprised that Tim went right to the Nazis for that, honestly. I didn't expect it. I would say that we're dealing more with something rather than Nazi-like, straight out of the Saul Alinsky playbook, which is isolate and marginalize your opponent. And I think that if Maxine is calling for that for others, then it's fair to use those strategies and tactics against her and her allies. And I think that the body politic will be coarsened because of it. And I mean, do they want a civil war, like an actual shooting civil war? Where are we headed with this? I don't know, but it's troubling.
All right, so we're in the business of throwing out people from a restaurant, heckling them at their home. You know, is this spiraling out of control, Sarah?
Oh, absolutely. And I think you're seeing what people have been jokingly called Trump derangement syndrome is possibly real. You know, I think our immigration issue is going to be our civil rights issue. I don't think it's going to be the incivility of our two warring parties. But you know, even Barack Obama, when he was campaigning, said you don't bring you bring a gun to a knife fight. It's stepping up now to the point where they believe that they have been ordained to be violent. They destroy property. They scare people. Their tactics are incredible. And conservatives across the country are trying to figure out what the heck's going on.
All right, Tim, is this working? Is this effective?
Well, Donald Trump has in many ways tried to bait Maxine Waters into saying exactly what she said by calling her in 3 or 4 separate tweets a very extremely low IQ person. You know, to me, that is trying to bait someone and get a response, and he's gotten exactly that.
Well, so the level, it's pretty funny.
The level of incivility is enormous, but I think that the president has something in mind here, which is to try and depict Maxine Waters as the face of the Democratic Party. And I think even those people in the middle, you have the people that love Trump, the people that hate him, but all the ones in the middle, given a choice between President Trump and what he has accomplished with the economy, with tax cuts, with Korea, with deregulation, with his Supreme Court justices. I think that they're thinking, the left, that they're losing ground. They're losing ground, and if it's a fight between continuing President Trump's presidency with a supportive Republican Congress, or going back to the well with Maxine Waters, who doubles, triples, quadruples, quintuples down on what Barack Obama represented, I think that people have a pretty clear choice, and I feel pretty confident of which choice they'll make.
All right, so Scott, are the Dems bringing a knife to a gunfight with all this, I guess, civil unrest?
Well, we'll see. I mean, the Virginia restaurant scene, is it dominated more by Republican restaurateurs over Democrat restaurateurs? I don't have a handle on it. I do, however, know that Ms. I believe Wilkinson, who is the owner of the Red Hen restaurant, is a dedicated, lefty. She is not somebody who just happens to be a regular American who couldn't abide the awfulness represented by Ms. Huckabee Sanders. She told the Washington Post that in the past, I think, 9 or 10 years that they've operated the restaurant, they've kept politics off the menu, but then went on to say that the chef, after receiving an order from Huckabee Sanders, called her at home to say, what should they do? Well, obviously, what they should have done was serve this person the meal that she ordered and was prepared to pay for, unless they put politics ahead of all those things. So clearly that's the case with Ms. Wilkinson and the Red Hen. Whether that's true with other Northern Virginia establishments, I mean to find out one at a time, Lisa, and I will report back for sure.
Sarah, do conservatives need to be afraid, as in very afraid?
Well, I guess that depends on where a conservative is. If you're in a major city, if you're on the left or the right coast, heck yeah. If you're roaming around the fields of Illinois or Iowa, I'm pretty sure you're in good company and everybody's armed. So no, I don't believe the middle America is afraid. Although I do believe middle America will be afraid for friends and family who may side with Trump on issues in bigger cities. I mean, that would be a concern for families. Not us here. We're ready. We're ready to take on, any conservative here is ready to take on, whatever the loony left throws at them. But
all right, Tim, I'm going to give you the last word.
Well, I think it's ironic that in all this, the rallying cry as we look back to 2016 of Michelle Obama was, when they go low, we go high. Well, less true words have rarely been spoken. And I think that this is a byproduct of the fact that the left has not, and I don't think ever will, accept the legitimacy of the Trump presidency. They feel that the nation has been pulled into a uniquely threatening, metaphysically threatening situation, and that all the regular rules of civility are out the window because Donald Trump represents a mortal threat to the future of the nation. Therefore, any and everything they do is justified. That's the way they see it.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Tim, Scott, and Sarah. And those of you out in TV land, thanks so much for joining us for another LibertyNation.com roundtable. Remember to subscribe and to comment. And please remember to download our Liberty Nation app. Just put in Liberty Nation, all one word, in your search bar, either on Google or iTunes. Thank you so much. Have a great day and stay safe.
Subscribe and like this video. LibertyNation.com, where truth is making a comeback.